I'm going to talk about my trip to Paris in 2023. I had a long cherished wish while working at a company. On the day I left the company, I got a Hermes kellybag from my husband. Whenever my husband told me to quit, I couldn't get a kellybag. I even joked that I couldn't quit. But I decided to quit. My husband asked me to go on a trip to Paris to make my wish come true. It was a long flight to Paris, but I had a lot of fun. I checked Hermes mail at 9 p.m. My husband and I failed the day after our visit to Hermes. Everyone said it was difficult, but I felt very down. The next morning, my husband and I had breakfast. I've been to all the Hermes in Paris. There were so many people and not many items at Hermes store, so it was a bit disappointing. But like a miracle, I got a kellybag on the first day. I was talking about plates with the seller at a store. We've been talking for a long time. The seller asked me why I came to Paris. So I worked for a long time. My husband told me that I did a great job. He said he'd buy me a kellybag as a gift, so I said I came to Paris. The seller asked me how long I worked at the company. When I said it's been over 25 years, I started crying. I was thinking about resigning, but when I said I was quitting, I cried, so I was embarrassed. But the seller who saw me cry asked me a magical question. "What's your wish?" I was so surprised and said, "I want a black kellybag or a gold kellybag." The seller who heard me said, "You know it's really hard, right?" He told me to wait a minute. I failed to make a reservation while waiting. I didn't buy a lot of things like others. And I heard that they usually ask me to come the next day. The seller asked me and my husband to go to the secret room. And he showed me this kellybag. I was so touched by this kellybag that I cried again. When I quit the company, I said I wanted to get a kellybag as a gift. I never imagined I'd come to Paris at the time of my resignation and get a Hermes kellybag. After the trip, I bought a bouquet of flowers and champagne and had a party with my husband. The next morning I submitted my resignation to the company. To be honest, I was really thankful to my husband for this trip. I was so thankful to Hermes seller. I think it will be a precious memory that I will never forget. Like what happened to me, I hope that a miracle will happen to you in Paris. Thank you for listening to the long story.